Can you talk a little bit about how you've seen improvement from last year into this year?
Yeah, it's not 1 year. It's part of the process. It's nothing's changed. We've talked about what's important as far as winning goes, and attention to detail and protecting the ball. You're not giving up big plays on defense, playing great defense in the scoring zone. And we've done a much better job of that. I think the biggest attribute so far this year has been our ability to clamp down on defense when we need to, and create opportunities for our offense.
Yeah, it certainly happened the first 6 minutes of this game.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Was that the first half? Was it pretty? On a scale of 1 to 10, you must be up there.
It was. I didn't like the last 4 minutes.
Okay.
Outside. I think we relaxed a little bit, and we helped them a little bit because of that, and that enabled them to get the safety, and we didn't play to our potential in the last 4 minutes. Outside of that, it was I thought it was an excellent first half. There's a lot of things that we got to clean up and coach off of, so we can't get too complacent. And then no injuries is the other big one. No injuries today. So I mean, that was, anytime you come out of a game like this, it's definitely a plus.
Yeah, with no injuries and allowing some of the other guys.
A lot of guys played today. I don't know what the numbers are, but you have to check with my Stellar SID about how many guys actually participated. But
So back last year when you guys were 1 and 10, you're thinking you're building towards something like this year?
It's been part of the process. When Ed Cannon hired me, I told him if everything goes perfect, 6 years we'll be a competitive team. Now, not everything has gone perfect, but our guys have bought in from day one. They're resilient, they're mentally tough, and they understand the value of consistency. And our coaches have done an excellent job, particularly Rob Eggerling on the defensive side of the ball. He's my assistant head coach. We've had a lot of turnover early as far as coaches go in my tenure here. And we were able, this is our first year, we were able to retain our entire coaching staff since I arrived here. And I think that's a huge compliment to what we're doing and how we're improving things here, football-wise.
Yeah, because that's the hardest part about football.
There's no doubt.
There's so much that can go wrong and that does go wrong, and to know that it takes so long to build, to have that patience and consistency.
And that's the whole thing. We haven't wavered in our beliefs. We haven't wavered in our plan. We haven't wavered with anything we've told our student athletes, and because of that consistency, they know what the expectations are. They know where the bar is at each of those expectations, and they're holding each other accountable for them.
Can you ever remember a time where you scored in your first 6 possessions of a game?
I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Yeah. That's never happened to me before. That's a great accomplishment.
Not even Pop Warner?
Yeah, no way.
That's nothing.
Probably not. Can't remember anything like that.
So just clicking, everything was working?
Yeah, everything was working. The run, the pass, the O-linemen were holding their blocks long enough to get the ball out, and they're filling up, making big holes for the running backs, and everything was just clicking.
And what did that feel like?
Felt great, just putting up a lot of points. That's what our offense is supposed to do. That's what we want to do every week, and it's just a great feeling.
Do things slow down for you when everything's going well, or things better? Or?
At times, there's times where you could just, the feel just slows down when you get playing enough and just get the feel of things. But sometimes it definitely slows down. But we were just clicking on all cylinders today.
Yeah, it's almost like you were ahead 14-0 with 5 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
People were heading back to the tailgate.
Yeah, that's what our offense does. We put points up fast, and we try to just keep it on the other team to score with us.
And what does this feel like as compared to last year?
Definitely winning games is much more fun. The team spirit is so much better. The whole school spirit is better. Just feels a lot better overall.
And how about hitting your target there, number 1? See you guys in.
Yeah, we have a good connection. He gets a lot of receptions every game. Just got to keep it up. Just get our timing down every week in practice for the upcoming game. Be in good shape.
And do you guys does he make a turn in the run? See the defense read it differently and then cut away, and he's going to do that?
There's certain plays where he has an option to do certain things, so we have to be on the same page with everything we do.
And you do connect telepathically.
Yeah.
Guy, huh?
So it's got to be like.
Yeah, it feels great, especially being more just 4-0.
I mean, yeah, you could count 3-4 seasons worth of wins and still not be at 4-0.
Yeah, I think our 4 wins probably totals all my wins here in and I'm fifth year, so.
Wow. And what does it feel like just to be in sync like this now?
I mean, it feels great just because, I mean, we could still use the word undefeated at this moment. We're playing for an NE10 championship, but then again, you know, like I told, in other things, I just say we take it 1 week at a time, but, you know, for this week, we'll enjoy it until next Saturday.
Oh, sure. And this was pretty enjoyable, I think, especially that
Yes.
first half.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
ever been in a situation? I don't know if you know that, but you guys were 6 for 6 in your first 6 possessions in terms of scoring.
Well, it's a change because the first 3 weeks the defense has been carrying us. So for we finally came out and started fast, for the first time this year. So it's good to see that now we're getting things going.
Yeah. And you just keep catching them.
Yeah.
Do you ever keep count of what you're doing, or? It's just,
I'm keeping count now, but around about. I know I had like 10 plus, but not the exact amount.
And 10 plus, is that kind of like a goal, or is it just for you individually?
Yeah, what we do with the A-back, you should have 10 plus, So, I mean, it's kind of in the scheme, so yeah, I should.
And how's it working between you and Yanni?
It's great. I mean, he's always happy about things, so he's just keeping things going, There's times that, we screwing up on things, but he's just always positive and stuff about how things are going.
And so can you talk a little bit about how much maybe the persistent some of you seniors are? I mean, to go through so many years of just waiting for it to finally click?
I mean, we came in as freshmen, like the 5th years, and we lost a lot, but we knew we knocked off New Haven was ranked in the top 25, so we got a little taste of glory. And then for the next 2 to 3 years after that, everything was kind of just disasterful. I mean, we hung in games with teams, but we didn't quite get to see what it was like to really be a winning team. And now we've strung together 4 games in a row where we've won, and we're going in a game next week against Merrimack, who 2 years ago beat us pretty badly. So it's gonna be pretty nice, go 4-0 and show them that we're a real team now. So it's definitely a great change from where we're used to having things.
I think it's so hard to. In athletics, it's kind of like you can be really terrible, and then you can get to a point where you're close, but you just don't hold it together long enough to win. And it seems like now you guys know what it takes to win. You don't make that last mistake.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have a bunch of guys, like at least 50 to 60 guys, of the total 90-man roster that definitely believe in, that they're playing in the game. Years in the past, when we were down or, down 10 points in the 4th quarter, I mean, that game was over, This time we've come out on the winning end, 3 out of the 4 times this week. We took care of business in the first half. But yeah, these guys know how to finish now, everyone on the team.